Today we're going to take a trip to one of the many hidden gems of Sydney, a place that tourists rarely see. It's called Cockatoo Island, and it's in the middle of Sydney Harbour, about 3.5 kilometres west of the Harbour Bridge. Catching a ferry over to Cockatoo Island, and a lot of people here in Circular Quay with huge suitcases. They're just about to board the Carnival Spirit. But we're on a much smaller vessel. We boarded a ferry at Circular Quay bound for Cockatoo Island, and we're not using a tour operator, just public transport. But the trip is not just about the destination. It's coming up to Barangaroo Wharf, our first stop on the way to Cockatoo Island. It's a chance to enjoy the beauty of Sydney Harbour and the stops along the way. The route varies, but on this one it stops at Balmain, Birch Grove, Greenwich Point and Woolwich. Cost for the trip about $6 Australian. There's the harbour bridge we came under earlier. And we're coming up now to Barangaroo Wharf. Another beautiful park. It's a glorious day in the harbour. It's about 22, 23 degrees. Nice cool breeze. Couldn't want for a better day for a trip around the harbour. Stop Greenwich Point. How you going?
Going well, how's yourself?
Good. You see any fish there? See any fish there?
No, nothing.
A big white one?
Big white boat, just saw a big white boat.
Wow.
Very nice. Very good. We're looking for sharks.
Are you? Keep looking. Bye bye.
The next stop is Woolwich.
Valencia Street Wharf, Hunters Hill. Woolwich. That's about 10 years since we were here last time.
The next stop is Cockatoo Island.
Yeah, I don't recall any of this. I think when we were here you had to swim. Disembarking at Cockatoo. Yeah, they've spent some money here, haven't they? Look at these. Chrome, I think it is. Yeah. It's more than stainless steel. Yeah. But they've still got the original little waiting room here. Really quaint waiting room. All the workers would have waited here for the ferry, taking them back home. Behind me here is one of the cafes on the island. It's the one nearest the wharf. And today it's totally booked out by one of the big banks in Australia. It looks like they're having an early Christmas party. And down here is the entrance to a tunnel. It's called the Dogleg Tunnel. Spooky. I understand in the early days of the colony in Sydney, a lot of the food they had was stored here in the tunnel where it would keep for longer because it was cool. And in case you hadn't guessed, this is why they call it the Dogleg Tunnel, because it has a bend in it. And now we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and with a bit of luck there's a cafe over here where I can get a bite to eat. It's a beautiful temperature in here. There's a breeze blowing through the tunnel, and it's probably 3 or 4 degrees cooler than it is outside. And I expect even on hot days it stays pretty much the same temperature all year round. And we've just come to the end of the tunnel. And here we have the dockyards. The ships would be brought in here for repair. Naval vessels. It was a major centre for repairing naval vessels during the Second World War. The Marina Cafe and Bar. Another group here by the look of it, probably another Christmas party. Wine and beer. I might just test a wine shortly. Let's have a look around. One of the old dockyard cranes. All the old corrugated iron buildings around here, and the cranes and so on. All battleship grey, probably dating back to the Second World War. Up the top, over there is where the girls were going. They were going up there near that chimney to have a look at the historic precinct up there. Pleasant undercover area just here. I think I'll go get a glass of wine and settle down on one of these stools. Very pleasant, 25 degrees here. Just sitting inside the tent, enjoying, you guessed it, a glass of wine. Rather pleasant. We've left Cockatoo Island and we're just about to arrive at Barangaroo Wharf.
Stop is Barangaroo.
Barangaroo Wharf. From here we walk up to Clarence Street to pick up the bus. Don't recall these trees here before at all.
Yeah, that's right.
It was less than a year ago. Yeah. And now up the escalator to catch the bus home.